All right, exciting one. Whispering Pines today. I consider this course probably, along with Home of the Players, to be the flagship courses on GSPro. Look at these names you have here: Stingray, DP Roberts, John Meyer, Above the Pin. Just a fantastic group. I'll get into it a little bit while I do some playing, but for now, Whispering Pines by the Course Whisperers. You see what I did there? Alright, just take this all in. Look how nice this is. This is just next level stuff. I don't even know where to begin. Just everything about this course is amazing. Just look at the grass, look at the bunkers, look at the rock work. Just everything is fantastic. I am not kidding when I tell you this is probably the best course right now on GSPro. And a little bit behind the scenes stuff with this course. So this is obviously made, as I mentioned before, by a few guys here. We've got, you may or may not know, you might be coming off a different platform. I don't even think I'm going to talk about golf right now. I'm just going to talk about these guys and we'll go from there. Oh, look at that bunker. I can't help myself. Anyway, you've got these three guys. You've got DP Roberts, you've got Stingray, and you've got John Meyer. Now, I know Stingray kind of headed up this project and did a lot of the work on this course and stuff like that. But for those of you who don't know, those three guys are like the OGs of design. They are basically the three guys that have created our tools that allow us to make the courses we make. And they have literally given thousands of hours of their time and spent a ton of money on assets and stuff like that so we can build these courses for you guys. Okay? I can't even begin to tell you how much time these guys have put in, how much they've helped me initially when I started, and we're trying to pay it forward, helping new guys come into design and stuff like, ooh, nice chip, and go from there. And that's, for me, basically what sets this place apart from other platforms. You've got a choice, right? You can go play the golf club. You can go to E6. I mean, I spent $3,000 on FSX 2021, which was or 2020, sorry, which was just a ginormous waste of money. I haven't touched it, well, forever. But you have the choice. But what sets this place apart from the rest of the platforms, in my opinion, is the community. You've got these developers basically giving all their time to develop these tools so we can make these courses. You've got Chad Cook on the SGT, the Simulator Golf Tour side of things, and then you've obviously got the GSPro devs, right? Like this, they all come together to give you guys an incredible value for $250 a year for the game. I can't remember what it is for the SGT side. Is it $60 a year or something like that? Like, it's a ridiculous value. So when I see comments on Discord or on Facebook and stuff like that of guys complaining, of the cost, or this course is on here or that course isn't on here, whatever, man. Stop complaining. You got 300 plus courses or whatever we're at, growing, and we're going to have some new tools, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Like, the value here is insane, and this community is second to none, and that is why no platform will ever come close to GSPro. It's community driven, and that's why we get fairly defensive sometimes on social media or on Discord when guys come in and start acting what I might call a little bit entitled. All right, so anyway, let's talk about this golf course. Alright, so this course basically started out as, I guess, Above the Pin came to the group, the guys, and said he wanted a fictional course for the software. So this is kind of where Whispering Pines was created, and then you had basically the three OGs there come together and build these tools for us. I know John Meyer was on the Unity side, programming Unity, so we could bring that stuff in and make it work in Unity. And then of course you had DP Roberts and Stingray working together with the meshes, and that grass has got DP Roberts' name written all over it, and a lot of the other texturing is all Stingray. It's a very unique Stingray course, but this course is done in the new V4 tools available to us shortly, the rest of us guys, where we'll be able to convert our courses. So we're very excited about that. There's a ton of features in there. As I start reviewing courses and talking about some of the courses that are using it, I'll get more into it right now. Let's just say it's fantastic. It's going to step the courses up to a new level, and we can go in and we can work our old courses in V4, and I'll talk more about that, again down the road with some other courses and stuff like that coming. But it's fantastic. I mean, just look at this, right? And the more the developer, the designer wants to put into his course for time, the more you're gonna see stuff like this, right? These guys are making us look good. The beauty is, I reckon Steve or Stingray or Steve Ray on you might seen him on Facebook. He's kind of like the Steve Jobs of the OPCD tools. He knows what we need before we even need it. This whole thing, and this might be a little too much information for you, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because you can click me off if you don't want to listen to me. But the old way we used to do stuff here, as I'm on hole 9, I don't even think I'm going to get to talking about golf. But anyway, the old way we used to do stuff here is we would basically draw out our holler shapes, or our fairways, all that stuff, greens, bunkers, tees, lakes, draw it all out in Inkscape, then work our terrain, flatten our tee boxes, dig out our bunkers, all that stuff in Unity. Then bring those two together in Blender, create these meshes. We'd bring these meshes back into Unity, and we would drop the terrain under. And the problem with that was, and I had this on Predator a ton of my first course, you get gaps between the Unity terrain and the mesh terrain. So you'd have to fill these gaps all the time. And then Steve kind of had an idea, well, maybe let's do what we call a layer 99, which is basically a mesh that surrounds the course, that's under everything, so you don't get those gaps anymore. It's just basically, just inside the playing area. So we started to do that for a while. And then we talked, and the problem with that, and I saw, you might see this on Tower Ranch, is where you get the Unity terrain and the mesh terrain still coming together. You get different shades. It's impossible to match. So my mountains on Tower Ranch, or the ridge, I could never get it to match the ridge butting up to it with the mesh terrain. So Steve, and I think it's on, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Steve, I apologize, Snow? I think that's the first course. He said, I'm just going to make this thing a mesh terrain. The whole thing, the whole terrain is a mesh terrain. And we're like, oh, okay, so that was interesting. So initially I looked down, like, oh, that's a cool feature, but I mean, whatever. It's just Steve doing his forward-thinking stuff. And then when I did Mirror Machi, he's like, well, why don't you do the same thing? I'm like, all right, because I was having problems matching stuff. And so I tried it on my 1070 design laptop and basically blew it up. So then Steve took it and he meshed it all for me on his computer. Right? And then, there we go. And now, all of our new courses in V4 are going to be all completely mesh terrains. So, little insider info, just much easier to work with. Everything's going to flow smoother, better on performance. Now, the beauty with the V4 tools for you designers is you're basically going to still draw out all those shapes, all right, and do your Unity work, your terrain work. But instead of having to go through the rigmarole of doing a bunch of stuff, you're just going to upload this SVG, your Inkscape file, to the server these guys have created, and it's going to spit out, depending on the time, quickly your meshes, and then you'll just have to conform them to your terrain in Blender. It's unbelievable how good it's going to be, how easy it's going to be. As DP Roberts said, he wants something that we can just focus on designing instead of all the headaches that normally come along with this course designs. So it's going to take it just to the next level. So that's why I'm talking about how Steve is just ahead of his time, like with this whole mesh terrain thing. I'm rambling on, but I love this stuff. I could talk about this stuff for days. I mean, look at this work. Oh, I think we get a flyover on this hole. Am I not mistaken? Let's see if we get it. Yes. In the words of my kids, I'm not allowed to use this word, they said, but this hole is sick. Like, look at how nice this is. This is all from Steve's mind. This is insane. Look at all that rock work. And that's another thing when I talked about community. Steve is making this all available for us. DP Roberts, they're making all this stuff available. It's all this rock stuff. If you've purchased these NM rocks, a lot of these assets with these trees, he's backported it all. He's done them all to basically make them work for us, right? So this is available to all of us now. So there's no reason we can't have courses like this, all looking like this amazing. So we are blessed with this course, and these guys. This community just rocks, and I'm just so proud and happy that I found it. I'm already on hole 15. I'm not even going to talk about golf. I'm even. All right, on. Yeah, I think I had a good round here. So what do we got? Let's talk a little golf now. But I don't know. I don't even want to talk golf. I just want to talk about design. But I'll just bore you guys to death. All right, what are we doing here? We're 15. Nice long putt. Oh, nice and close. Just look at that rock work. Look at those bunkers. Like, it's just even that road is perfect. Like, it's just so good. Look at that water. Like, he's just got the color. Just, oh man, it's so good. This needs to be in your course library. This needs to be a favorite. All right. And it's just the kind of selfless guy that Steve is. I needed when I played on Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf, where a lot of these guys came from. That's where a lot of the guys started designing courses. DP Roberts, if you search his YouTube, it goes way back. He's been loving this for a long time, and I know that Steve started designing it in Perfect Golf and stuff like that. But this is kind of guy Steve is. So basically, when I built my house, I needed a newer machine. I've got my 1070 that I design on. He actually got me a 3080 and shipped it up to Canada for me. Like, that's just the kind of selfless guy he is. Ooh, nice bulkheads, buddy. Bulkheads are a pain in the ass to do, and look how good they look. They scare me. I just start to shake when I see having to build those. 17th hole. Ooh, nice drive. Feeling pretty good about myself right now. I've rambled on, have I not? Hopefully you've enjoyed this course as I've been talking about. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short because I know we all have short attention spans. You don't want to see me play for 45 minutes. But let's see what we got going on here. Oh, just missed it. Did I blow it by? Yeah, I did. But I think, let's see here. Good putt. Oh, just snuck her in. Even. We're going even to the final hole. Look at that. Look at just beautiful. Man, oh man. This is what we all strive to do. Oh, nice straight. Nice straight shot. Okay, looking good. Oh, nice drive. See if I can get her tight here. Approach. What do we got? Well, not bad. Not bad. Looking good. All right, see if I can drain this putt to go one under. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. And a little bit of celebration down there. Wave to the crowd. Yeah. Little chi-chi or chai-chai or whatever you call that. I can't remember that guy's name. Yeah, that's what he used to do. Anyway, love this course. Look up Stingray on his courses. They're all unique. He's got some fantastic courses. I just favorited that one. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next time.